We started to go through the top of the van on the backside here, our little cubby hole, where we had a lot of stuff stored at and everything. And we decided to go through it and see what we actually needed to keep. And of course, as I was getting it all out and started working on this far corner here, I ended up discovering that a lot of daggone stuff had moisture on it and was creating a lot of mold up here in the top corner. I did not realize it was doing that until we started digging all of this out, and it got onto a lot of my stuff that I've got outside now on a picnic table. And I'll be cleaning all of this off real good with these little cleaning wipes here. And I know it's not going to be 100%, but I'm going to do the best I can with knocking it out with this. And I've also got a bottle of alcohol water mixture here that I'm going to spray up there as well. And then I'm going to wipe it down with one of my microfiber cloths that I got to make sure that it's cleaned really well. But yeah, with this cold that we've been having going on here in Tennessee, if you have any kind of upper area like this in your vehicle, you may want to remove the stuff out of there and check to make sure that you don't have mold yourself, because this was quite a surprise here. This right here is some of the stuff that we had tucked up there. My trapper keeper that I've got some notebooks in and everything. The whole bottom side of it and along the top is covered in mold. I had a extra nice Olympus camera bag. Of course, it's covered in mold now. My handy little laptop tray here that can extend the legs and keep your laptop on it without being on your lap. It was a lot of moisture on there and some mold along the side there. My other camera bag here that I've got one of my camcorders, it is covered quite a bit. Was not expecting to see all of this covered like that. Here's the lid to one of the containers. Excuse me. This right here was covered in mold on a corner. And my last little camera bag here, it is covered in mold as well. Most of the way around on this one. I want to say I think this is the one that got hit the hardest. But I'm going to clean everything up real good. Make sure it's all disinfected, and then tuck it back away like it's supposed to and keep an eye on it up there in that corner from now on. Okay, I sprayed everything down after I was done wiping it with the Clorox wipe. Got it all the way across, went across the rug up here on the bottom half as well, all across the top. I scrubbed it really good, and then I sprayed it with alcohol and water really good as well. And it is a lot cleaner than what it was at the start. But I will definitely start monitoring this to make sure that it does not happen again. Now I need to go and work on all the other stuff that I showed you on the table and start getting that all clean, so that way I can get it all back up in here in place. Alright, started getting some of this in the cracks and everything cleaned off. It's going to take a few times of wiping it, I think, because it is just literally everywhere. And Amanda can't touch any of this because she's highly allergic to mold, so that is why I'm taking care of everything here. and I will get this all cleaned up, and I may even slide this stuff in plastic bags to slide back up there for the time being, so that way it's not still being soaked from anything else, getting moisture anywhere. And I'll go through each thing, get it all cleaned up, and we'll just have to keep an eye on it, see how that goes. Okay, while I was outside cleaning up all of our other things, Amanda came in and plugged in the fan here to kind of dry it off in there, get it all not as soaking wet as I had it, because I sprayed it pretty good, wiped it down top and bottom all in that corner. So hopefully that should take care of the inside for a little bit anyways. I finished cleaning everything off. It looks a lot better than what it did. There's nothing on there nowhere now. I scrubbed the whole strap, in between, underneath, all around several times to make sure that it was all clean, because I don't want any of that going back in. The lid is much cleaner now. My little bag here, it was rough shape, but I've got everywhere zippers, in between the zippers, unzipped areas, cleaned it all off on the inside, cleaned the little clips all out, all back and forth. The strap has all been scrubbed a couple times over. The bottom of it is nice and clean again. Same with this laptop stand here. I ended up cleaning both sides, the arms all the way around, making sure that nothing else was wet or any kind of mold anywhere. My little Olympus bag here, it looks like it's in rough shape, but that's just from when I bought it. It was still kind of rough looking, but I soaked it quite a bit on the flap here and scrubbed it everywhere, including up underneath the pouch here, all back and forth across the strap itself, all the way around. I ended up taking care of everything on it. And my trapper keeper here, I did the same thing around the edges all the way around, opened it up, the pouches, got all in between the pouches, inside of it, zippers all cleaned off, made sure everything was completely wiped down, so that way I know that it can go back in there and be tucked back away without having mold issues anymore. At least hopefully for now, that this should be the last that we should see